guys and welcome. You're joining me today for a tutorial on how to make a cushion cover up, and this one I've made it like, you know, like when you get your pillows, so it's got the same type of flap that you tuck your cushion in. Because we went for a bigger bed, the two pillars don't fill the gap, so I've made these to go in the centre, and because I've just done it in white cotton, we will just sleep on this side at night, and then during the day I've made it a bit fancier on the front. So if you'd like to see how I've done this, keep watching. I've got two fillers, and these are feather fillers, and they're nice. You can see the nice, really wide, thick and soft, and these are 22 inch by 22 inch square. So I'm just going to cover them with some white cotton, and the fronts I have measured to 23.5 by 31.5 because I'm going to do it because we're going to be sleeping on them. I'm going to do it like you would get a pillow slip, so that it's going to fold over at the bottom on the front towards the back, because I don't want zips on them because we will be sleeping on these. And then the backs, I've just measured them 23.5 by 23.5 square, and that's got me a seam allowance incorporated in that. But what I'm going to be doing is, if you saw one of my videos, which was one of my charity hauls, and there was a cotton skirt that was £1, this is the lovely beautiful lace that was on the bottom. What I'm going to be doing with these is I'm going to be putting across the front and stitching it, but then I'm going to put a piece in the front to make it look like it's a lovely bow going across, so there'll be something pretty actually on my bed, and we will use the back of it to sleep on. So this is what I'm going to be doing today, and I'm going to just overlock now around the sides, but on one of the ends I'm just going to put, you know, turn it over and sew it, and same on the front. So we're just going in the sewing room now to overlock and then get them bottoms put down first. Right, so I'm going to stitch around 3 sides on this first piece. So I'm just going to do the exact same on the other 3 pieces, guys, but I'm going to do it off camera just to save on the time. Right, so I've got the front pieces, which is the longest piece, on the table now, and I'm going to mark it 1/4 inch down from where that's going to be joined to the back piece, and I'm going to mark that at 22 inches. I'm just going to put a circle there. I'm going to go to the other side and do exactly the same, and then I'm going to flip it over and do the same on that piece on the back. 1/4 inch down, 22, quarter of an inch down, 22, and I'm doing this on the wrong side of the fabric, because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fetch that up to where I've marked it, and I'm going to clip it there. So that's just clipped in position. The same on the other side. I've got it there. Right, so I'm going to flip this onto the right side, which is going to be here. So obviously this is the bottom of the cushion cover where you've got the folded over bit. So what I'm going to do now then, I need to mark the centre from the top to the bottom, coming down 1/4 inch from there, and then that's 22. So I'm going to just put a little mark there at 11 inch, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. 11 inch there, and that is my centre. Right, and then I'm just going to put a little mark there to say that's the centre. Right, so I'm just going to go and overlock both sides of this frill. Right, let me just get this on the right side. Now I'm going to keep, as I'm stitching down this, I'm going to keep reversing because I don't know at this point how much I'm going to be cutting off. Right, so I'm just going to work out now exactly how wide I'm going to have this band. Right, let me cut it there. I'm going to cut it just there. The other one will be the same. I'm going to do it to the same spec. Rightio. So I've just overlocked the ends, and what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be folding it over so that the right side is on the inside, and I'm stitching this on the wrong side. So I'm going to fold that overlocking down and stitch that in place to make the tube. You get that? Just make that fix. It's a little bit bigger that, but that's okay. I'm going to get that overlocking in again and stitch that in place. Give it a good back tack at the end. Right, so let me just turn these the right way. Where's that cotton coming from? It's come off. Right, so that's pretty. This one. I'm just going to stitch the side of these down now, but at the same time I'm going to stitch that down at the bottom. You know what, I've got it clipped, the fold over. Okay, let me just get this bow. Oops, it's gone. Pulled a thread that this sucker. Get that there. Alright, so that's the bow stitched down in position. I'm just going to start, so where this is, and this has been stitched there, these two ends are coming together, and I'm pinning them, clipping them to the other side, and I'm going to clip them all the way around. Just get the ends of there lining up. Yeah, lining them up. So that's one. Right, so I'm going to go and stitch them in position now. Now let's get this finished off then. sure I'm not going to put any tucks of pleats in with that bowies. And once again I'm going to find where this is, because that's the back, and I'm going to fold that over and just tack that down. Same on the opposite side. Let me just get this trimmed off. So let me get this turned right way. Now I could, if I wanted to, I could put some pretty beads on that, pearls or whatever, but I'm not going to keep it simple. Right guys, so let's go and see what these look like on my bed, shall we? Now you can get a better finish down the inside seams if, where, let me take this out and show you because it's going to be better. If you look at where the fold is here, okay, this is the fold that's going towards the back. What you do is, where your back piece is, as you've got that, it's sandwiched in between the front piece. So that is it wrong way. So that's the wrong way, front of the pillowcase, but the wrong side, as in the right side's on the inside. And then it's folding to the back, but you put the back piece in between, so you're sandwiching it in between there, whereas I didn't do that. Now, as well, I could have just gone to my overlocker and stitched it down, because this has just been stitched in one go, but my overlocker's quite, I've had it years now, and it's quite temperamental. It don't like any thickness, so basically what I do, I just overlock things first and then go to my Duke and stitch it together. But if you have got an overlocker, you don't have to do it the way I did it. You can simply, instead of me top stitching it, you can just go straight to your overlocker and basically overlock it in one go, like it is done on this one. That's just been overlocked together on the inside, but I don't do it because my overlocker's temperamental. So I hope you've enjoyed this little make, guys. Again, it's just another simple thing that you can make up. I've done them for a purpose, and they will be on a night. It'll just be a case of I don't know if we'll have two, because like I said, they are quite big, these, so I might take one off, then just put that in the middle, so it's just another little puller that's filling the gap where there wasn't no pillar. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care for now, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.